Hello guys, welcome to episode 1 of our new club. This is Club 5 and we have moved, but I'm not going to tell you quite where we've moved yet. I'm going to make it a little bit of a challenge for you. You guys are going to guess which country we have moved to, so you know that we are doing this Scandinavian challenge, which encompasses the Scandinavian nations as at least we know them in the UK. I think that's slightly different if you're elsewhere, but so that's Norway, Finland, Sweden, Denmark and Iceland. 5 countries. We're trying to win all of those leagues. We've just beaten Sweden finally after a long time trying to get there. We've won the Swedish league, which is awesome. If you missed that, go back to the last episode. It was quite a dramatic finale. So we've moved to a different country, one of those other countries. You guys have got to guess which one. So I'm going to give you some clues and you've got to try and figure this out. Clue number 1. This country is ranked as the happiest country in the world according to a UN report. I'm not entirely sure when this was done. This was at some point. They were the happiest. The happiest in the world. They really like coffee in this nation. Apparently they consume around 12 kilos of coffee per person. Yeah, the average person will consume 12 kilos of coffee per year. Crazy, eh? Right, this one might be a bit of a giveaway. They have more saunas than they have cars in this country. Even a Burger King in the capital has a sauna. Last clue, and this one's for Old Lady Plays. This language, their language, is not at all similar to any of the other Scandinavian languages. It is completely different. I've been to this country, and when I went there, you can they have the signs in both their language and another language in the one of the other Scandinavian countries, and I could kind of figure out the one in the other language some of the time. Not at all in this language. It's weird. Okay, so have you got your answer? Well, before you get anywhere, leave it down in the comments. Where are we going? Where are we going? It's not Sweden, we know that. Is it Iceland? Is it Norway? Is it Finland? Or is it Denmark? You pick now, and we will see if you're right. No editing your answer. I'll know if you've edited it. Okay, let's go and meet the club. Right, that is right. The answer is Finland, and we have gone to Turku. Which is one of the, Turku is, I think, the 3rd largest city in Finland. We'll have a look around it. I've actually been there, and I can confirm it is a lovely place. Really, really nice place. Finland is a lovely place in itself. I've travelled there. I think I've been there twice, maybe 3 times with work. Been to Tampere, which is a gorgeous place. Been to Helsinki, and I took the long bus journey, 3-hour bus journey from Helsinki all the way to Turku. You go through kind of forest, but it's beautiful kind of woodlands, through kind of cliffs and stuff. Well, not through cliffs. Well, actually, yes, through tunnels. Yeah, that's how it works, isn't it? Anyway, we're into Turku. Let's have a look at this team. It is a bit of a step down from where we were with AIK, but they are one of the better teams in the league. So you can see the league itself is a fairly small division, which is fine. Look, let's have a look at the club vision first of all. So what we're expected to do here is, first of all, work within the wage budget. It's not a terrible wage budget. We've got some room to play with. We've got a reasonable transfer budget as well, and we'll have a look at that in a second. As you can see, you can see it down the bottom here. 23 or almost 24,000 wage budget. We've got just less than 20,000 that we're spending. We've got 3.5 million transfer budget, which I think is a really good chunk. I mean, actually, we could tweak that a little bit to just a beef up the wage budget. I don't think we'll need all that. So I think that's good. We are going to be in Europe, and they want us to reach the third qualifying round minimum of the Euro Cup 2. So we'll give that a go. That is required. We need to finish in the top 3 places in the league. That is required, and we need to reach the quarterfinals of the Finnish Cup, which is a favoured thing. So that's fine. That doesn't seem too difficult. Club information. This is how we've done in recent times, and actually we finished 4th last year, so we're pretty good over the last few years. It's been a bit of a dip before that, and we've won the league twice in the last few years, so that's interesting. We'll have a look at the players in a second. Let's look at the facilities that we have here at this here stadium, Kupitan Jalkapallo Stadium. Not bad, in Turkey. I don't recall seeing that, but I didn't see an awful lot of Turkey. It was very much work focused. I know there's a lovely river that runs through the centre, and we got taken out to a really nice restaurant, which we felt like a king. I did when I went there. Capacity of our stadium, which is actually bigger than the new one in Gotland, is 8,400, and it's used in normal matches, whatever that means. Well, I never said with the AIK Stadium, I was going to do, if we were there for longer, I was going to take you found a little tour of the AIK Stadium, and that was where they play their the Swedish national team plays. So the stadium here was built in 1952, but it was rebuilt in 2003, and it's owned by the council. So I guess that means we're paying rent to go there. We do have undersoil heating, which is important, because Finland does get very cold. So pitch condition is okay. So we've got adequate corporate facilities, average training facilities, poor data analysis, maybe not so important here, and basic youth facilities. Would be nice to beef those up, and I might ask for that. Academy coaching and recruitment are adequate as well. So we might want to improve those things as well, try and get decent players through, although, as we'll see in a second, it looks like we have the capacity to bring decent players through our youth team for whatever reason. Staff wise, it looks like this. I haven't done anything yet. We've literally been here maybe a couple of days. You can see here coaching staff looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We've got a couple of spaces, another space for a coach. We don't have an assistant manager at the moment, so we'll look at bringing in someone who can do that. Maybe someone who's able to who's got good attacking coaching statistics, just to beef that up a bit. But I think that's pretty good. Do we have a goalkeeping coach? We do have a goalkeeping coach. He's just not very good. But the real issue is our recruitment team is pretty terrible, and our medical staff is pretty terrible. So these are things that we need to improve on, and we'll look to do that before the season starts. And the season does start. We'll have a look in here. So it works pretty much like in Sweden. We've got the group stages of the Finnish Cup that occur before the start of the season. This is the group that we've got. AC Ulo, who are they're a Premier League side, but not a very good one. KPV, who are a Premier League side. TPS, who are a Premier League side. Oh dear. And Lahti, who are a Premier League side. So that seems a pretty tough group. I don't understand this. I don't get it. What's going on? Who knows? Anyway, so, and KUPS, are they another Premier League side? Yes, they are. So it looks like we're playing only against a Premier League side. Who goes through out of this? Looks like the top 4. Group stages, top 4 teams qualify for the second round. So it doesn't look too hard to actually get through. And I guess we only play each of those teams once. That's fine. League season is quite short, another quite short one, which is good for this, so we can maybe make some progress, which will be fine. We've done club vision. Finances, you can see year on year we appear to be making money, which is really good. We've got a good old big transfer budget. We've got a decent amount of money in the bank. Wage budget is strong. I think this is a really decent place. Yeah, I think we've really fallen on our feet here. I think this looks really good. We're not in the same level of HJK, but we've proven in the last few years that we can compete with them, which is really, really nice. Projection-wise, apparently we are losing money, which I don't understand because we look like we're making it. It's a bit weird. Maybe that relates to the stadium, I don't know. But it looks pretty good. Sponsorship, I guess we don't get an awful lot for that, so that's not great. So we've had a look pretty much at everything apart from our team report, and we're gonna sort of look at squad depth here. So this is what we've got in the squad. I've not brought anyone in either yet. So again, we'll work through the team we'll meet the team as we go, but I want to highlight some key players. You can see we've got some strength at the back. You've got a left back who is a 3.5 star left back. He looks more of a sort of defensive left back than an attacking left back, but that is fine. He's not that good at crossing or dribbling, but he has got the tackling and marking stats with a bit of pace to go with it, which is pretty good. Pretty small though, so that's not too bad. I think I'm pretty pleased with that. On the other side, it's again a much more defensive right back. Again, looking good mental and physical stats, but yeah, so we're okay there, but we're probably not going to be able to play with those guys bombing on. I think we've got a nice solid defensive unit. In centre of defence, we have an 18-year-old Italian who looks pretty good. He's not so good at heading, but marking, tackling statistics look good. Not the fastest, but we will see how that goes. Behind him, it looks a little bit weak, and I think we're going to be looking to pick up someone there. Goalkeeping looks okay, but I think we would be nice to improve there. Centre of so we'll look at the on the left and right midfield looks pretty weak. We do have this lad on the right side who can play a little bit further up the pitch. He's very fast, can cross. We'll certainly be using him. He's got awesome ginger hair, but a black beard. Nice. Imagine if that's what you look like. It would just be, you would confuse the hell out of people. So I'm pretty happy with him, and we'll certainly be trying to use that position. Middle of the park, we've got three star players. We'll just have a quick nose through those. Passing is okay. I do like someone who can pass the ball quite well. And again, this guy's got good vision, reasonable passing, so we may well be going with him as our ball-winning midfielder. And Gail Hussein, again, he's a better passer, so we might be going with those bottom two rather than this guy initially. Up top is probably an area where we do need to improve. We have this guy, Parajo, who is fast, which is nice. He's got reasonable finishing and good first touch, but there's a bunch of things he's not that good at. No concentration, which isn't always great. His first touch could be a little bit better, not so good at dribbling, but he does have good composure, good anticipation, or reasonable anticipation, and good decision making. So you feel he might be a decent player there. Peter Laitinen, I don't know what to say about him. Not particularly blown away with him. And behind him, he's got 15 finishing, which might be something to go with. There's a lot of things, concentration and decision making and anticipation are not good there, but he has got reasonable composure and finishing. So you think he might be able to put the ball in the back of the net with those two stats. We'll see. If we play him as a sort of a poacher, just kind of getting on the end of balls, that might be the place for him to play. So there are things to improve, and we're going to be doing that. We're about a month before the cup starts, so we'll see how that goes. The reason I was talking about the development centre is because we do have a few players who look reasonably good, and we'll highlight a couple of them. Johnny Leinen who is a midfielder with, well, a bit of a workhorse midfielder. It's some way to go in terms of getting there, so technically, but you feel at 17-year-old, if we can develop him, he could be a reasonable, at least a backup that could come in. And this lad, I think, is almost ready for the first team action. Let me know what you think. He's reasonably fast, certainly physically he's got good stats, but what I like is he's got really good tackling stats. His marking stats or his attributes are good. Reasonable jumping. He's not so good in the air, but I think he could be a decent player to kind of build up. And our under-20 squad, have a look at that. It does look quite strong. We've got some reasonable players in here with some reasonable abilities. So we need to try and build those up, and that will be what we're going to be trying to do. I mean, I know we need to try and go through this quickly, but I do like the idea of this club. So I think the season should progress quite quickly. So we'll see what we can do. That's our under-20 squad. We've got our inter-2 squad, which we're not worried about too much. But anyway, thank you. So we're going to leave it there for this episode. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about the new club. Let me know what you would do to this team. Oh, well, actually, no, one more thing. Tactically, this is the base tactic. I'm not set yet. This is just a base wing play tactic that I've just picked. I think it fits what we've got best, and this is what I'm going to build the tactic around and the additions that we're bringing in around. But we'll talk transfers. We'll talk everything else next time round. So I'm going to come back actually for our first game in the cup, just to give you an idea of what this team looks like at that point. I might come back a little bit later, maybe at the end of the cup. I don't know yet, but we'll see when it makes sense. But you will get a game next time round, and I'd be really interested to know what you think about this team, where we should go with this team, and where I should be strengthening, all this sort of stuff. Leave all those things in the comments, and yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, if you're looking forward to a bit of time with FC Inter Turku, and they do play in the Inter shirt, basically, I think that's why it's called that. We'll learn all about this as we go, as we always do. If you're looking forward to that, hit that like button, please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.